talking about being a leader. The most important issue is the single most important issue is being the employer of choice in any organization, in any enterprise. I say enterprise because an enterprise is a group of folks who are put together or working together to accomplish the goals as a group. That means charities, businesses, sports teams, whatever. But the notion of employer of choice is critical. If you are not the right choice and aren't careful about who you choose and make sure they've chosen the right organization, you won't succeed. The phrase employer of choice is pretty straightforward. Individuals are motivated to be part of a group because they think they can accomplish what they want for themselves by being a part of the group. On the surface, this sounds simple until you start examining what it means and the consequences of being that employer of choice. To this audience, you all, really, what does it take to be the leader of that organization? Organizations often focus on what do we do? What do we make? Striving for efficiency, for reducing costs, wanting to execute consistently at a high level, all which is critical. I would put forward is virtually impossible as long as you're dealing with people, that they are a part of the equation. People change all the time. The important part for folks that work with you is the phrase with them. What's in it for me? Folks need to know that they're wanted, needed, and appreciated. It's critical that they know what they're getting into as you're in the hiring process. What's it really mean to work for us? Not just uniforms and hours and pay. What is important to the organization? What's culturally driving the business? What you're trying to do is make sure they hire the right company, that they fit, that they're not, well, I think I can do it, or I really need the job. That won't get you anywhere. You need to make sure that they really want to be a part of the organization, because ultimately you can't go back and try and change that once you're into the deal. Either they are going to align or they're not. What do they need to know in the short term? Can they fit when you're interviewing them? Can they fit today? Will they be able to learn what they need for tomorrow? Do they have the competencies to accomplish the task? Can they grow into it? Do you have the ability to teach them? Is it an organization where they can learn while they're there, or do they need to come in with all of that with them? When you're talking to them about being a part of your organization, where did they come from? What kind of organization was that? Those things are important, because if they liked them and they were successful there, you got to make sure that there's some relationship to the way you all run your business and what you want to do in your group from where they came from and what they like about it. It's not every organization is for every individual. And usually people that aren't happy in their job and are not great hires really missed on the first step. It's important that you think about that when you're talking to them. And now the part that I think is the most difficult for any organization is that all of that sounds great with the caveat, people change. They change what they want, they grow up, they change what they need, they graduate, they have different expectations. Then you have to decide whether you can stretch to fit their new needs. Can you be the leader for that organization? The organization matures, it has different needs and wants. Are you even competent enough to be that leader? If not, can you go find somebody to help you do it? Or do you have the nerve or the responsibility to figure that out? Those are all the critical steps, I think, in being the employer of choice. It starts with who you bring on, what are they doing, do they fit, were you truthful with them about what it meant to be a part of your organization, and do you want to be the person who leads them, not tells them what to do?